Hello, fourth grade mathematicians. All right, we are back. We were looking at this problem, 283 minus 137. And so I asked you guys to work it out using any strategy that you wanted. Okay, so hopefully you got an answer of 146. If you did, woohoo, nice job. So now I'm going to show you how to work that problem out using base 10 blocks. Now you probably remember seeing these when you were in third grade, second grade, first grade, maybe even kindergarten. They look like this. So these represent hundreds, and they're called flats. And these represent tens, and they're called rods. And these represent ones for what we're doing today, and they're called units or little cube. Okay, so we're going to build the number 283. So we need two 100s. So here are two hundreds. We need how many tens? How many rods? 8, and that represents 80. So let's look and see. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80. So I have 8 rods, 8 groups of 10, or 80, okay? And then how many ones do I have to have? Take a peek. I'm trying to point to it. All right, we have 3 ones, so I have to have 3 little cubes or 3 units. And so I have all 3. So I've built the number 283. 283. Now, let's look at the bottom number, or the second number, 137. Now, I'm going to tell you that when we use this way, we always start in the ones place, okay? Always, always in the ones place. So we have currently 3 in the ones place. And how many does it want us to take away? It wants us to take away 7. But how am I going to take 7 away from these 3? Can't break them in half or anything, but I've got to be able to do it. And if you said that 3 minus 7 is 4, shame on you. Because I have 3 fingers. Tell me how you're going to take 7 away. Can't do it like that. Now, 7 minus 3, 7 minus 1, 2, 3 does give us 4. Okay, but that's not what the problem said. The problem said 3 minus 7. So, if you're at home and you're like baking a cake and you don't have something like an egg or sugar, your mom might say, go ask the neighbor. Go borrow an egg from the neighbor. So that's the same thing we're going to do in math. Okay, so we're going to borrow from our neighbor. So we know with our place value chart, we have ones, and then the next place is the tens. Now, if you remember a while ago, we had 8 tens. Do they have enough to give us one to trade us out? Yeah, as long as they have one of these, they have enough to give us one. So we're going to take one of them away. So if I'm taking one of them away, how many do I have left? 8 minus 1? 7. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this group of 10 and I'm going to break it into 10 ones, or 10 little cubes, or 10 units. Because if you count these, all these little blocks, there's 10 of them. So I can break them into 10 ones. Okay, so here I go. Take this, and I'm going to get me 10 ones. All right, there's 2. Count them out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get it out of this tight bag. 9 and 10. So I have 10 cubes in my hand. Okay? Now don't forget about those 3 cubes that we started out with, 3 little cubes. So now if I have 10 little cubes, or units, and I add it to the 3 little cubes, how many total little cubes do I have now? Think about it. 10 plus 3, 13. I should have 13, and I do. Okay, so I now have 13 in the ones place. All right, so let's go back. And does anybody remember how many 10s I now have? If you said that I have 7, nice job, because I took one of those away and gave it to my neighbor, the ones. All right, so now I have 13 minus 7. Can I do that? I sure can. The bigger number's on the top, so I can. So I have 13, and I'm going to take away 7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 13 minus 7. How many ones should I have left now? If you said 6, that's correct. But let's just double check, okay? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I have 6 ones left. Now I'm done with the ones. I need to go to the 10s. And so, you guys told me a while ago I only have 7 10s. Because remember, I took one of those 10s and gave it to the 1. So let's just double check that I should only have 7 10s. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Perfect. Now, how many 10s does it want to take away from the 7 that I have? Well, let's look. We have 7 now, minus 3. Can I take 3 away from these? 7 minus 3? I should be able to. Let's see. All right, we have 1, 2, 3. Took them away. So how many 10s do I have left over? 7 minus 3? If you said 4, nice job. So I have 4 10s left over. And I've done everything I need to for the 10s. So right now I have 6 1s and I have 4 10s. So now I have to go to the hundreds place. And the hundreds place says that I need to go 2 minus 1. And remember a while ago we had 2 hundreds. Can I take 1 away? Sure I can. 1 away. How many am I left with? 1. So if you got the final answer of 100, 40, 6, then nice job. Very good. Now, I would encourage you to come back and watch this video from time to time, especially if you get a little bit confused on this new way that we're going to learn how to do subtraction, okay? But in the next video, I'm going to show you how to do the exact same thing we just did using the base 10 blocks, but we're going to do it with numbers so you can see what that looks like. All right, so bye for now, and I will see you soon.